Hello, JMF of Thousand Foot Pound Books, back again with episode 3 of building my Obsidian Gods and Red Sands campaign. So last time I left, I didn't had finished the overworld campaign level map because I know it was pretty boring. So I just kept through kind of things I did. Like I said, I forced this area to be more desert, and I forced this area to be more mountains, and I did the rest of the Welsh Piper method, kind of filling in everything in the middle. And it did take a little while. And then I went back and kind of hand massaged different areas. Like I made it more deserty down here. I made it more mountainy up here, and replaced a few desert places in here with savanna and jungle to make it more farmer, more green. I also went ahead and followed the Welsh Piper method to fill in these hexes. So this is done. Terrain's done. I need to put in the features still for each of these, which we'll do now. Well, first I'm going to fix these rivers. I just have lines drawn on there now where I think a little waterway could go. Same thing in here. I have a big one. So you see I started with one here. Putting in these curvy lines is a little bit of a tricky thing in hexographer, worldographer, but we'll do it now. Alright. Let's go. Curve chosen. It's kind of like each bend has like 4 points. You've got the point where the curve touches, and it was more like 3 points, I guess. But yeah, so 3 points for each curve. So you got a point on this end. Ah, shoot. That you can play with. You gotta try to line it up with the point down here to make it, kind of flow tangentially on each side of the point where the curves touch. We'll see. Alright, so I find it best to, I don't know, I kind of forgot the knack to it, but we'll see. Here. I think you have to be very careful not to shake the mouse whenever you do it. Delete. Okay. Because then you'll hit like 3 or 4 points in a row with the blur of your mouse, and it's really frustrating. You have to pretty much delete everything. This point's way over here, so you pull this back in. There's another point. They like to hide, these points like to hide. Okay. We don't want the end right there. Okay. It's all very finicky. But it gives you extreme control, So if I want this guy this. You have to figure out which one. There we go, does what. There we go. Alright. What do I want this guy to do? Okay. Sometimes half the battle is just finding where the point is. Yeah, I can turn off the numbers. Makes it easier. There we go. Alright, so we want it. Okay. I want this guy to come this way, right? And I want you... Who's doing it? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. See, now you're even controlling this guy. Okay. So if I want you back here... There we go. Something like this. Who are you controlling? You're controlling that. You're controlling you. How's that? It's starting to come together. Okay. It's not bad. Alright. Curve. That's it. Select. Don't need to get too fancy with it. Just go. That. Alright. Just select and select and get rid of that dude. Alright. Alright, now you want a big one to come all the way this way. Man, I could put in every single one of these line of trees and savannas and stuff could get a river. I think I need at least one here. And one here. Okay. So I'm not going to go crazy. That's what I'm going to do. Green is the end. No. Okay. This has a lot of water for being a desert. It's alright. No one's going to care. Especially not the players. Especially since they're not going to see any of this. All this work and they're not even going to see it, I'm sure. That's the life of a DM. Making stuff that no one will ever see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to follow this guy. Doot, 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 doot. Select you, adjust. Alright. Sometimes it like remembers where you were clicking before. So that's why it does this, I think. Just have to figure out where you select. There it is right there, okay. Yeah, I tricked you, didn't I? I tricked you, telling me where you were. Alright. Okay. There's you get used to it. There's a way to do it. So that one is way. Okay. this one and this. Okay. Make sure it goes to the swamp here. I'm just going to delete this because I'm trying too much at one time. Let me just do... See, I keep doing it. I need to just click and not... Click, 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 click. Like don't click and move my mouse at the same time, because that's what causes it to have like 1,000,000 points at one place. I need to slow my roll. Boom. Okay, now. See, that's good. And I can pull this guy out here to go ahead and wrap through this swamp. That. Yeah, look at that. So you just need to click, slowly click through. Don't just go. That's what confuses it. All right, one more. Delete. All right, last one. Yeah. So click, click, click. Click, 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 click. Okay. Only one little weird thing. Good. Right here. I want it more closer to this jungle. Can I have it go through the jungle? There we go. Welcome to the jungle, river. Alright. Oh, there you are. Make it a little more. There we go. You can do a little more like that. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's the spot. Oh yeah, you're gonna get that now. Yeah, there you go. Nice little delta area right here. There we go. Boomsy! Loving it. Alright. Now that I want to do one over here. Don't look like it. Maybe one here joins up to this guy. Let me do that. Come one through here to join up to this guy. Okay. Let's let that. Draw a new curve. It's going to start here. Click, 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 click. Don't rush the clicks. Just nice and still. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. Yeah, we'll join up right here at the swamp of forgetfulness. Or is it the swamp of sorrow? Or the swamp of sadness? Or the swamp of regret? Swamp of forgetfulness? Back. Okay. Is it back where he was? Perfect. Got lucky there. Alright. Yep. Looking good. Alright. Now, I'm also thinking to preemptively put in a couple of kingdoms. So we're alright, so this blue hex is this thing. So and I was thinking there was like a kingdom down here. I bet there is a capital right here. Right here. Somewhere around here. These rivers come together. That would be a great place to put a cap. Right in the swamp. So I shall, just for right now, I'm going to put out 4 capitals. Let's see what we got. I'm going to use the, since this is so high scale, I'm going to use those, like the square circle. Here we go. Ring triangle. Alright, so circle would be the capital. Okay, we come back up. Come all the way up. Here we go. Alright, so what was the trick? It was place freely, override default scale. Let's go down to 50% the size of the hex. Okay. Yep. So we're going to have one here. Right? Capital for a kingdom. Maybe one up. Might have a kingdom at the... Ooh, yeah. We'll have something here. Something up here. How about down here? So 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle. Yeah, right there. And right there. I think there's a capital city in the... Maybe there's an ancient city. That. I already broke my own rule. Okay. Alright, anyway, we can change in the future. So there we go. File, save. Now, this blue hex again is the one I just picked that Savannah as a good place to start. And it's hex. Oops. Numbers. 025013. 025013. If we come here, you can see I have it right here, 02513. 02513. Okay. Cool. Alright. So, save. Okay. So we can close that down. We're back to here. Now, this one also. I don't think we really need rivers on this one, actually. I mean, there's going to be little creeks and ditches and things, and it's all going to flow this way because that's where that big river was, close to our hex. But there's nothing so substantial. Almost there's nothing so substantial that there's like a river. You know, seasonally there's ditches that fill, but most of this water is just pooled or underground water. We'll say there's not really any like rivers like this. So let me just get rid of this stuff. Select and delete. 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 See, there would be roads. I'd rather get all the settlements placed first before I determine where the roads are going to be. Certainly there's going to be like a road. Certainly there's going to be a road that kind of goes from northwest to southeast generally, or at least west to east generally, because that's where that city was. Save. Okay. No. I need to run through real quick and add the features. Favorites. Layers. Features. Like I did here. I need to go ahead and run those through here, and I will, you know, follow something 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and then go like that. Okay. Oops. Alright, here we go. Features. Alright, so here's the rules over here. Okay. Starting with the center hex. Now, I'm not following this because we have our starting area. I'm just going to do this. That's a D6. Change my Excel file here to 6. Okay. Alright, so starting hex. Roll 3. Landmark. Roll 6. Dungeon. I need to fix this back up to 75. What was it? It was like 60, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we go up here. Dungeon. Okay, next. Landmark. Okay, next. 4. Settlement. Okay, settlement is 1. A hamlet. Okay. Okay. Roll 4. Is a settlement. 1. Another hamlet. Ooh, interesting. Okay, right here. 5 is a layer. Okay, right here. 1 landmark. Okay, now starting up there. 4 settlement. And then 4 castle. Oh, interesting. Castle. Boom. In front of the dungeon. Okay. Probably needs help with that. 2 is a landmark. Then we have a 6 is a dungeon. Okay. Then we got a 1, which is a landmark. And a swamp. 2 is a landmark. 4 is a settlement. 2 village. Okay, so we got some habitation up here. Okay, next is this guy. 2 is a landmark. And a desert. Could be interesting. 5 is a lair. Good. We got 2, which is a landmark. And a swamp. Another swamp landmark. Maybe they are related. That would be interesting. All the swamp landmarks are related. That would be interesting. Standing stones to get blessings, like in Skyrim. Okay. Up here, the 6, which is a dungeon. Okay, next, 1 landmark. Oh, 1 more. 2 landmark. Okay, great. Now we're coming to this hex, starting in the center. 4 settlement. 2 village. Okay. Cool, cool. Okay. Then going above the village. 3 landmark. Okay, right here. 2 landmark right here. 3 landmark right here. Landmark right here. 6 dungeon. Okay. 3 is landmark. Now going up here. 5 is lair. Okay. 2 is landmark right here. Landmark. 5 is lair. Dungeon. Landmark. Landmark. Settlement. 4. Castle again. Another castle. Interesting. Desert. Landmark. Forest. Jungle forest. Settlement. 3. A city. A city in the jungle. I did say a city would be 2 of these guys kind of put together. And we can even make it more obvious. City. Okay, coming up here. 6, dungeon. Okay, and right here, settlement. 4, castle. Interesting. So we're going to have some power dynamics here because this city and castle are going to be bordering each other, I believe. Right here, too. Interesting. And right here. Interesting. Oh, that's the wizard's tower. Interesting. Okay, coming down here, starting in the middle. 6, dungeon right in the middle. Okay, above the dungeon. 6, another dungeon. Right here. Landmark. Okay. Lair. Okay, right here. Dungeon in the desert. Okay. Lair. Oof. Lots of baddies out here. Settlement. 6. Ooh, an abbey. This abbey's having their faith tested being near the dungeon in this monster lair. Okay, above the dungeon. 5 is a lair. Next to it. Landmark. Okay. Landmark. Lair. Right here. Dungeon. Okay, keep going. Lair. Keep going. Landmark. Okay, this desert. Lair. Ooh. Now the savannah. Landmark. Okay, jungle. Dungeon. Okay, going up. Landmark. Okay, one more. Landmark. Okay. Now we're right here. There. Okay. Dungeon. Next one. There. There. Ooh. There. Huh? Landmark. Oh my gosh. Lair Central over here. Dungeon? All these monsters escaped from the dungeon? They decided to franchise? Here? Coming down. Settlement. 6. Another abbey. Okay. Okay. Dungeon. Wow. Landmark. Jungle right here. Landmark. There. Landmark. Okay, the desert hex. Landmark. Landmark. Desert. Landmark. Savannah. There. And landmark. Okay. Almost done. Here we go. Next one. This guy right here. Let's do it. Landmark. Landmark. There. Settlement. 6. Another abbey. This is a very... Oh, some kind of desert temple. Interesting. They must worship a desert related deity. God of the sun, perhaps. Another settlement. 2 is a village. Interesting. Desert village around a little oasis, perhaps. 3 is a landmark. Oh, the swamp again. I like that idea of landmarks in the swamps being somehow related. Yes, I'm going to follow up with that idea, Jameth. Make sure you remember it. Right. Okay, landmark. Oh my gosh, is it even updating? What's going on? Yep, layer. Below the layer, landmark. In the swamp, landmark swamp. Nope, a layer though. Ugh. I want to think what's in there. Landmark. Yes, I love that idea. Oops, settlement. 2 is a village. Oop, 2 villages next to each other. I wonder if they are enemies. Friendly or enemies? We shall see. Okay, right here. Dungeon. Okay, to the swamp. Lair. Oh. Above the lair. Settlement. Hamlet. Interesting. Okay, yeah, above there. Landmark. Alright. Last flower. Right here. Boom. Alright. Then I'll take a break after that. Okay. So right here. Here we go. Dungeon right in the middle. Boom. Above the dungeon. Layer. Okay, right here. Layer. Next. Settlement. 5. Ooh, another wizard's tower. Interesting. Okay. Below the wizard's tower, 3 is a landmark. Whoops. Right here. Swamp. Come on, landmark in the swamp. Nope, a lair. Above that lair. Landmark. Okay, now starting with the desert. Lair. Okay, right here. Dungeon. Okay, right here. Lair. Wow, another lair heavy hex. 2 is landmark. Savannah right here. Dungeon. Okay. Let's see if the prophesied landmark will come true. Oh, it does. Nice. Okay, this desert hex. Oh, settlement. And 4. Castle. Ooh. Now that's interesting. Who would build a castle in the desert? No one. Because it wasn't always a desert. Perhaps this guy's been cursed by the wizard. That would be hilarious. This land's been cursed by the wizard. Gotta write these notes down. Okay. Cursed by the wizard in the wizard's tower. Right, let's kind of keep that in there. Let me do this really quick. All swamp landmarks are somehow connected. There we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, right here. Landmark. Right here. Landmark. Jungle, forest. Landmark. No, 2 deserts. Here we go. Settlement. 5. Another wizard's tower. Dueling wizards. Maybe that's the one who cursed him, because it's also a desert. Okay, above the wizard's tower. Here we go. Landmark. Alright. Alright, that's a good stopping point. Next, I will work on putting in the factions. And then we will build these storylines and develop all this area in the first hex. Okay. Here we go. Or see you in a minute.